Hello, this is Marvel Toon 1 number 11 presents The Thing and the Golem. At this point, I think Marvel was trying to make the Golem legend like a Marvel character at the time. And here the Thing is fighting the Golem. Golem, of course, is an old Jewish legend of a character that you can bring to life from stone and do your bidding. It has various weaknesses, etc. All of that's in here. As everyone knows nowadays, Ben Grimm is Jewish. I don't think that was heavily promoted back in the day. It was just something that was in the background. And so here is The Thing Goes South, plotted by Roy Thomas, scripted by Bill Mantlo, drawn by Bob Brown, inked by Jack Abel. Stan Lee presents The Thing and the Golem together. Of course Stan Lee presents that. I think Stan Lee's still around in the office at this point. Probably not. When I was a kid, he definitely wasn't, and I wondered why he presented everything. So here the Thing is trying to make a train departure, and he's like shoving people out of the way. And he's got Alicia in tow, and lifts up Alicia, and is running towards the train, and it's late. And it's about to leave, and he pushes this guy out of the way, the gatekeeper, and he doesn't give the gatekeeper a ticket or anything, and then he runs down and tries to grab the train, and so he destroys the platform while trying to do this, and see he's like ripping up the platform. Luckily no one's on the platform at this point, but he stops the train by ripping up the platform and pulling the train. And so he puts his luggage up here and everything, and everyone is avoiding him. Now, they're trying to make this some sort of allegory of, like, because he's different and strange, people are leaving him be, but we just saw him enact utter chaos around him and harming people and pushing people out of the way, and I don't know, Bill Mantlo's trying to make you, feel sorry for the Thing here, that he's hard done by. Everyone doesn't like him because he's different, not because he causes bodily harm and property damage to everything. Anyhow, here's the Golem, and the Golem was around in Marvel Comics for a bit, and he's tied to these characters. He loves them, and he is now inactive, and they're trying to figure out how he works. And here's this demon guy. This is not Mephisto, this is some other demon guy. And he's like, "At last, the book and the boy's words bear out what I had begun to suspect. The Golem derives his strength not from contact with the earth, as I thought at first." Yeah, that's an old part of the tale, that he gets his strength from the earth. If you separate him from the earth, like lift him up, then he'll begin to weaken. But this guy thinks that he has a symbiotic love for those around him and those who discovered him. And then he goes through the backstory of the Golem's appearances before this, where he fought elemental creatures from fire and water and everything, and he has ties to these characters whose heads are here. There's a news bulletin, and there's something going on in Florida. So the Thing ditches the train, and with Alicia, I think he should have left Alicia on the train, but I guess he figures, like, because she's blind, she wouldn't know what's going on, but she's independent, like, she could figure out what's happening, and get off a train herself. Anyway, they go to Florida to confront whatever's going on here, and the thing is that it's a Rocky character that's destroying stuff, and the Thing thinks that they're framing him, but there is a character made of rock destroying stuff, and it's the Golem. And the Golem is really wrecking havoc. He's destroying this street, all these cars. Don't worry, there's no one in the car. And so these characters that are tied to the Golem, they're like, "I don't know what's going on, he's never acted like this before." And so the Thing goes to confront the Golem. So then, of course, a fight ensues. It's clobbering time, so Thing fights the Golem. Notice that the Thing was not hesitant to say it's clobbering time. I like how the Golem bats the Thing away. So the Thing goes careening into a tree. And so the Thing fights the Golem further. But the Golem has something written on his forehead. And Ben Grimm notices it and gets thrown into a telephone booth. So the Thing had an image of characters flash in his mind as he fought the Golem. And he figures those are the characters that could probably stop the Golem, because he knows he can't do it. So now he's going to run towards wherever they are, and he makes a bridge out of junk to get across this water here. And these water demons come, and he fights the water demons. And now he knows that someone is trying to control the Golem, and someone's trying to keep him away from the solution to defeating the Golem. And so the Thing now has these characters that could probably stop the Golem. And the Golem stops because he loves these characters. And Thing is like, that's the head honcho I saw when I looked into the Golem's mind. His name's Vanilla, or Cornbala, or something. This guy zaps people and stuff, and wants to control the Golem. But the Golem responds with the Emeth logo on his forehead. And this character's like, my demons are gone, I dare not face the Golem alone. But I will return to claim him yet, humans. Mark my words. So the Golem has stopped moving, and now they have to move the Golem back to the university and everything. The Thing is like, I've been a monster a lot longer than your pal, and people ain't yet stopped to realize that I'm still a man inside this shell. Yeah, they're trying to push this thing, but they showed him causing chaos in the beginning of the comic. That might be why people want to distance themselves from the Thing. Anyways, that's how the Thing defeats the Golem. And next issue, we'll see who else teams up with the Thing. Till next time, take care.